So good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Lou of Lou G's Angelic Connections and this is today's Oracle message. Okay, so firstly, going into my intuition and my visions, what I've seen, etc. And there's been a massive pull towards the planet Saturn. Now, I'm not an astrologer. I'm not even going to pretend that I am. It is something that I'm extremely interested in. I will pull cards for the energies surrounding the zodiac signs, etc. But I don't know enough about the planets and the movements, etc. to say I am an astrologer yet, because it is obviously something that I am very interested in anyway. So I just keep getting Saturn all the time for the past few days, and to be quite honest, I've ignored it because there's been so much else going on that I've not really taken notice. But today it's sort of like really drawn on me. It's like Saturn. So I've had a little bit of a look into it, and what I'm feeling is Saturn, pretty much all of us will know that Saturn is the planet with the rings. Now, Saturn actually is all about restrictions. So if you remember Saturn with the rings, these rings are restricting Saturn. It's keeping everything held together. And it's all about breaking through the barriers. So my first advice for you would be to look at your birth chart, find out what house your Saturn's in, and also find out what zodiac sign it was in at the time of your birth. Look at where your restrictions are. Look at where those barriers, those boundaries are, where you're feeling restricted. Basically, it's time to look and go deep into where these boundaries need to be broken, what you need to release yourself from, etc. So, secondly, my vision today. I see a tree. And on the tree, it had like the little knot mark. And I couldn't work out whether it's like where a branch has been cut off or whether it's just the way the tree has formed, etc. But it's a mark in the trunk of the tree. And what I was feeling very much is that it's telling us that as we grow, we will get marks, we will get scars, and they will stay with us for life. But not to shy away from them, to accept them as part of you. It's where you have been. It is part of your story. So don't be ashamed of your scars. Don't try and hide them, okay? Obviously, it's not saying about going and telling everyone everything about your life, etc. But you've earned those scars. They're things that you have been through personally. So you need to own them and accept them and be proud of what you've been through, because you've been through lots, you've come through lots, and you are continuing to strive forward. So that is the little message from the angels today. Be proud of your scars. Don't shun them. Don't try and brush them under the carpet. The scars are a sign of your strength, a sign of your struggles and what you've been through. So I'm going to be pulling from 2 decks today. Someone needs an answer. I've been pulled to the Angel Answers deck. And I'm hearing that someone needs an answer for something. So I don't know who this message is for. It could be for one of you. It could be for a few of you. It could be for all of you. But someone is needing an answer. Okay, so I'm going to call in my angels, guides, keepers of the light. Please guide me for an answer. What answer do I need to be revealing today? When I picked these up, I did hear, I envisioned the Remain Positive card. That's a message for you all. Remain positive. Look on the bright side, etc. Okay, so what answer needs to be revealed today from this deck? Which one card above all cards needs to be revealed at this time? And the answer is yes. Okay, so if you have a question, the answer is yes. And I believe this is a very positive yes. There are actually 2 within this book. Okay, so with this yes with the apostrophe, it is bravo. The decision you've made is the right one. There's no need to continue to sort through additional options. You know what to do. You should move forward with your plans. You've made the correct choice for your personal growth and development. So, anyone been doubting what they're doing? Positive, yes. This is not just a yes, this is a yes. This is a very positive answer. Okay, so secondly, I have been drawn for today's main oracle message to the Divine Feminine. I absolutely love this deck. I felt connected to it as soon as I got it. It's just beautiful. Lovely, beautiful, empowered women. Okay, so the angels, guides, keys of the light, please guide me today to a card for the collective. What card above all cards is in the highest good for us all to see today? Thank you. Which one card above all cards did we see? Whoop, there we go. Oh, there's actually two. Okay. We have, the first card is, excuse the pronunciation, Anandamaye Ma, the joy permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. So we're going to go into it and we will read it. 68. So, Anandamiyama, the joy permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. Who is she? Anandamayama represents the essence of the expansive joy that comes when we remember our true self. Namala Sundari, which means beautiful one in Bengali, was born in the late 19th century in what is now Bangladesh. Her family questioned her mental stability because from an early age she was always found in Bhavas, an ecstasy state of bliss. At 13 she was married to a man she would later name Bolanath, and he supported her life as a mystic and saint. At 26, Namala enacted her own spiritual initiation. The ceremony and rites were spontaneously revealed to her from within. She explained, "As the master, I reveal the mantra. As the disciple, I accept it and start to recite it." In the 1920s, she set up a Kali temple and devoted her life to spiritual practices. She began to be recognized as the living embodiment of the divine feminine and as the incarnation of Kali, as divine love. Her first disciple named her Anandamaya Ma, joy permeated mother, because her blissful states would inspire others to remember their innate path to joy. Her first ashram was built in 1929. Her profound spiritual teachings began to attract scholars, philosophers, artists, and other contemporary mystics like Paramahansa Yoganandi. She refused to be called a guru, insisting that we are all ultimately oneself. She loved all living creatures exactly the same, including herself. She gave the red thread to women for this reason, which was a sacred right of bestowing spiritual authority previously only given to men. There's a passage in Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda, which relates an encounter he had with Andamaya Ma. He asked her why she is always so filled with joy and can enter states of bliss instantly. She explained to him that she's aware of her true self. She knows that before she came to earth, she was the same. As a little girl and later when she grew into a woman still, she was the same. And now, sitting in front of Yogananda, she remains the same. And even after death, she says, though the dance of creation changes around me, I shall be the same. This is self-realization, merging with an aspect within us that never changes. It's becoming conscious of the self that is eternal, while within this brief mortal existence. She believed that the only true calling or purpose any of us have is to become realized, and so she believed that any action we take towards that goal is sacred. There's a deep, calm, abiding joy that arrives when we can merge with the aspect of us that never changes. There is a bliss we get to experience every time we detach from the surface storms that cause chaos in our lives. If we can remember that we are gurus, that we are an aspect of the divine that remains the same no matter how much change surrounds us, then we get to arrive at a joy that lives at the core of our being. What does joy feel like in my body? I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. Okay, so this is just all about connecting with your true self, finding your joy. As I said with the Angel Answers cards, I was very much feeling an air of remain positive. And this is just reinforcing that. It is looking for the positive in situations, finding the bliss, being completely happy with who you are. We've been going through this massive purge, going deep, digging deep into our souls and finding out about our shadow selves. And this is just more of that confirmation of that's what we need to be doing. We need to go deep and we need to find our bliss. We came here to be happy. We did not come here to suffer in one way. Okay. The suffering, what we've gone through with that tree, the scars that are there, that has helped you to realize your true self. It has helped you to get to that place where you know you are strong because of everything that you have been through. It's time to concentrate on your bliss. Concentrate on finding that happiness within you. Concentrate on getting back to being you. Strip those layers off. Let it all go. Thank you. So, the second card is the Cosmic Egg. The Divine Feminine. I hold the universe within me, and I am the force of an ever-expanding love. So both of these cards are talking about finding your true self, going deep, revealing you, not trying to be what other people want you to be, not trying to be what you think you should be. This is about you being you. Find your happiness and exist as you should exist. Okay, so let's find this, the Cosmic Egg. 214. There we go. Okay, so I'll hold it there so you can draw in the energies. The Cosmic Egg. The Divine Feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. The Cosmic Egg is the core symbol of the Divine Feminine's creative force. It is a spiritual motif found in the creation myths of countless cultures and civilizations. It represents a birth, a new beginning, or an expansion of life. In the Rig Veda, one of the oldest texts of any Indo-European language. The cosmos is described as a golden egg-shaped womb. The entire universe is said to have emerged from it. In Greek mythology, the Orphic egg hatched the primordial hermaphroditic deity, who then created all the gods and goddesses. It is depicted as an egg with a serpent wrapped 3 times around it. In Egyptian, Chinese and Polynesian mythologies, among many others, creation began with an egg. And in the Christian tradition, Mary Magdalene used the egg to describe how life begins again after death. In modern cosmology, it is believed that 13 billion years ago, the entire mass of the universe was comprised into a gravitational singularity, the so-called cosmic egg, and from that singularity the universe had expanded ever since to its current state and continues in this moment to expand even more. When your soul selects this card, nothing needs to happen. Everything is exactly as it should be. You hold the universe inside you. All life emerges from within. If you try to exert pressure for something to exist before it's ready, that new life within you won't have the time it needs to fully form. The cosmic egg is the essence of the divine feminine. It is the ultimate symbol of the creative force that exists within each one of us. It's the dark, loving womb that holds and protects all creative expressions of life. If we allow what's within us to emerge in divine timing, in kairos or soul time, then what's within us will transform us. The egg is the trust that what is ours can never be taken from us, so there's no need to answer the ego's push to rush the process, to impress others, or to complete something on someone else's timeline. The egg is the faith that our process is sacred, that even in the midst of what looks like chaos or delay or even death, there's a tendril of new life that needs only our trust to eventually take form. And the egg is the knowing that life begins again after death from within. Where am I ready to expand? I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever expanding love. Okay, so that last question at the end, where am I ready to expand? I feel that is bringing us back to why I've been getting the feeling of looking into where Saturn is. Because that's what I said, Saturn is about our limitations, restrictions, what's holding us back. And this is saying about where you are ready to expand. Now, it's not saying force it, it's not saying rush it, etc. It is just saying where do you need to be concentrating? Don't force anything to happen. Just go with it, let it flow. But both of these cards are very much about recognizing what is your true essence, what is within you, what your soul is made of. It's about feeling your way, understanding that your feelings are guiding you to where you need to be. Okay, so I hope this message has helped you today. I hope it has enlightened you, and I hope that it can help you to move past those limitations so that you can fully expand into the beautiful being that you are here to be. Okay, so having said that, you take care of yourselves. I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.